system open in front of us, then we will simply note down whatever the steps are so that later we will be able to follow them. You all are not able to hear any disturbance, no? Just drop me N if you are not able to hear any disturbance besides my voice. Definitely. We'll start in another 1 minute. Let's see if somebody else joins and then we will start. एक दोन तीन चार पाँच Okay, we'll start. Okay. So today our aim is to prepare a study area map, and while we do this study area map, we are going to explore what are the different types of vector data or thematic data that is readily available for India as well as places elsewhere. Okay, maybe some USGS data we will see, some Earth data we will see, some NASA data we will see, or some OpenStreetMap data we will see, whichever will help us in preparing maps or procuring already available data, what we call secondary data. Now, this concept of primary data is when you yourself, the researcher themselves, or the investigator themselves generate some data which was earlier not existing. That is primary data, right? Secondary data is such data that was collected by somebody else and was made available, and now the investigator is using this data for their own usage, right? So that is a difference between primary data and secondary data. So today the kind of data that we are going to download is essentially secondary data. So at times it may so happen, no, that we want to find out which area we should investigate or which aspect of a particular area we should investigate. So in such situation, this secondary data will help us in identifying crucial aspects that require research or that require to be um, that require more knowledge to be identified or to be delineated, right? So let me start now. What I have done, I have opened Bhukosh. If you are yet to open Bhukosh, open it now. I can log out also using this. I can log out. Once I log out, I reach this page. This is the link. Let me copy it and paste it in our chat box. And let me also paste it in our in our WhatsApp group. All right. So let me log in. I have logged in. I hope everybody sees this particular interface. If you don't see an interface like this, come and drop me a message saying that N. I'm not able to see. Okay. All right, Anusha. Have you come to Bhukosh? Just use this particular link that is sent, Use this link, go there and log in. Is there anybody who has not created an account on Bhukosh? Anybody who has not? Okay, all right. If anybody has not created an account on Bhukosh, just come and mm, drop me that message that you have not created, and then we can. Okay. Any study area, no? If you're preparing any map, it requires something called a base map. This base map is essentially a larger view of the study area on a large scale from satellite, maybe, or from outer space, how the place looks, a larger region within which our study area is located. For example, if our study area is Mumbai, then our base map could be Maharashtra for all those who know where Maharashtra is or what Maharashtra is, right? Whether it's a state or it's a country. But for somebody from outside our country, they might need to know which country it lies in, which part of the state the study area lies in, or if the study area is multiple nations or multiple countries, or the study area is shared partly by one country, partly by another country. In that context, even the world map becomes very, very important. Even when we are trying to uh, showcase such a region which is very important on the face of the planet. So to reflect that particular region as well, we require a larger perspective which goes all the way up to world scale. Now, coming to this map, we will first try to download the base map, and the base map here is our state boundary. So when you see this page, you can just go to India map and just drop down this world imagery as well. So we see a world imagery, right? We see a world imagery, and we also see base map of India. That is what we see, right? Now next, what do? We come to unified search. Unified search. Which is the state that we require? I am going to download, go for Maharashtra. So whichever place that you have so far looked out for, no, that I am going to study so and so region, just choose that particular region, choose the state. All right. Now next, what do? I I have already chosen Maharashtra. Okay. Let me say search. Once I hit search, all the data that is being made available at Bhukosh is made available here. It starts reflecting here. Okay. Let me know once you have opened this unified results. How did I open it? I chose Maharashtra, right? I chose Maharashtra such that a box got displayed there, and then I clicked on search. The moment I click search, this panel will open unified results, right? So in this unified results, we have so many different types of data altogether. Right now there are 10, so 14, around 140 different types of data is there. Let me take this to 50. Okay, so 50 data sets, data types at one go will be made available. Active faults. If anybody wants to know what these faults are, just drop me a question mark and I will tell you what those active faults are. Okay. Then we have archaeological sites. Then we have basement depth. We have such a, yes, these faults, Anusha, they are what? Adil have also has also asked what faults are. These are weakness planes within the otherwise continuous land. Okay, weakness planes along which there is slippage of rocks. So otherwise we have a piece of land. That piece of land has a weakness plane going underneath, all throughout the depth of this land, and about this weakness plane there is differential movement, because of which there are shock waves triggered and we experience earthquakes, right? So active faults are such regions along which there are earthquake activities taking place. So these active faults, active means there is differential movement ongoing in present. It has not died. The movement has not died. So such faults have been discovered, located and studied, and now the data is made available to us. Next is archaeological site, basement depth. This basement, no, is the deepest rock type that is present in any land. For example, if I'm standing on in Goa, if I'm standing on, if I'm in the state of Goa, if I keep digging underneath, no, I will find one rock type which is essentially igneous or metamorphic. That rock type is my basement. It is like a saucer over which the other rock types are lying. Even our soil is lying, and on our soil we have vegetation and all the other components which are making up the surface, right? So that is a basement depth. To what depth I will find basement rock, or that saucer rock? That is what is known as basement depth. Then basement depth tectonics. At this basement, this rock, what kind of tectonics it has? That is, in what manner this particular rock is moving on the planet. Have you heard of continental drift? Come and drop me a Y if you have heard of continental drift. Y. Yes. Okay. Yes. Continental drift means our continents are essentially drifting about the surface of the planet, and as a result of which they move. And these indications are seen in our basement rock. So, what is that tectonic? Whether it is stationary or whether it is moving. If it is moving, at what rate it is moving, in which direction it is moving. These are the kinds of data that is stored over here. Then bathymetry. Bathymetry essentially is to do with low-lying regions which are covered by ocean essentially. Okay, so below mean sea level, what is the depth and where? So that is bathymetry. Let's say -10 meter contour, how far it is located off the coast of west coast and off the coast of east coast. Such data is made available in this bathymetry. So we know the ocean floor depth, right? Then bathymetry tectonics, even like that of our land region, our oceans are also tectonically moving, in the sense that they move from one point to another. How many of you have heard of sea floor spreading or mid ocean ridge? Come and drop me a Y if you have heard of this. Mid ocean ridge, or okay, great. Sea floor spreading, right? Now, next. So that is what it is. Then bathymetric contour for India. There might be different types of data. Bathymetry India, EEZ. Anybody knows what EEZ is? Economical exclusive zone, right? That is what it is. This is the region wherein India can explore mineral resources in the ocean. Then we have some geophysical data as well. Bouguer gravity anomaly and Bouguer anomaly. These are the kind. Sorry. These are the kind. These are the kind of data that is available, right? And then we have boundary, right? What kind of boundary it is, that we will see. All right. Then beach ball index. I don't really know what these things are. That could be some science in geology. CZ India, that is coastal zone of India, and then centroid moment tensor solution. It's pertaining to some report, some data that was generated while the report was to be framed. Core samples at so many places. Geological Survey of India, who has made this Bhukosh portal available, no, they have drilled, and this drilled data is also made available at depth, what kind of rocks are found and what is their thickness, and how they vary, right? What are their disposition above one particular rock, what other kind of rock is there, whether they are sedimentary, metamorphic, and all such data is available. Current observation, that is cruise identification, is also there. Certain data that has been collected during a particular expedition, may it be related to ocean, may it be related to atmosphere, so that data is also stored here. Then current observation, how fast the ocean water is moving, surface water is moving, middle depth water is also moving, and deeper water is also moving. So what is their speed? That is what we will find. Deposit districts, different districts have some share, geopolitical boundaries are also shared, drilling blocks, dikes. Drop me a why if you know dike. If you don't know what are dikes, just drop me a question mark so that I'll tell you what these dikes are, right? Past occurrences of earthquakes are also listed here, where all earthquake has taken place. So this is a wonderful repository if you want to find out such locations where earthquakes have already occurred. Then again, faults on 2 million scale. Okay, so dikes are essentially igneous intrusions, right? So these appear like huge tabletop or tabletop shaped intrusions that come out of magma chamber. From magma chamber, there will be some shoots which will be cross cut through the rock underlying the land that is underlying this magma chamber, and then it will essentially look like that of a tabletop, like how our tabletop is, right? It has some thickness, one smaller dimension and two larger dimensions, correct? No, like a table, how the tabletop looks, the plywood on our table looks, something like that it looks. It could be vertical, could also be inclined. These dikes, no, they are very important when it comes to hydrogeology. So if this dike is there, these dike are essentially igneous and they don't have any porosity, permeability to hold or soak water. So from one side of this dike to the other side, there is minimal or absolutely no transfer of groundwater. So on one side of dike, you will see ample of groundwater. On other side, you won't see absolutely any. That is essentially because of this fault. So these faults will determine whether they will dictate the hydrogeology or surface geology. Okay, then. Many things are there. Fault planes. Fold is basically when a rock gets folded because of tectonic forces. Two continents or two tectonic plates came and collided against one another. So there is a pressure because of which the rocks that collided start folding. So those folds, much like a paper folding. These rocks are also getting folded, much like a paper folding. So that data is available wherever we have folds. They help us in identifying in which direction movement was taking place. Then we have geology, where all we have fossils occurring. So geology, geomorphology we have, where we have mountains, where we have residual hills, where we have coastal plains, where we have alluvial plains, where we have flood plains. All this data is available in geomorphology, right? Then geomorphology, landforms, geomorphology, origins. So many different types of data is there. I have also not explored everything. These graph samples are such samples which were collected from the ocean bed, and their granulometry, grain size, and then level of pollution and everything is noted, and that data is also made available. Then again, gravimetry, gravity data is available. These are geophysical products. If anybody wants to identify which are the mineralized zone based on maybe geophysical data, then this will be used. Give me a second. Okay. Then we have multiple different types of data, landslide points, landslide polygons, land use is also there, lineaments are also there. These lineaments can also be thought as weakness planes within the earth. So they are there, lineament landslides. Because these lineaments are essentially weakness planes, no? There we will find multiple landslides taking place. So those lineament landslides are marked tectonics, whether that lineament is active or it has already died. That is, there is absolutely no movement along it. Lithology, rock type that we find, then magnetic data. This is again geophysical data, magnetic data of Arabian Sea, of Bay of Bengal, magnitude of lineament, how long is that particular weakness plane within the Earth's surface or subsurface. This susceptibility must be about landslide. Then meteorites, where all we have had meteorite discovered from, or where all did we find the past meteorite that collided within India. We know that, no, that there is always ash that is falling on our planet from the extraterrestrial. So these meteorites are big. However, we also have ash that is falling on our planet. So that ash, wherever it falls, or there could be slightly bigger meteorites that fall, like pebble shaped, and those are also, that data is also being made available. And then morphological elements, these, that many things are there. NHO charts, these are uh, hydrographic charts. So when cruises go on an expedition, they also note down what is the bathymetry. All the while that they trace the planet, to trace the ocean, to go through the ocean, track through the ocean. They keep collecting data, different types of data, among which bathymetry is one. It is also being said that humankind knows very little, not even 1% about our oceans than we know of Mars's planet, or Mars's surface, that is Mars planet surface, or the moon surface. We know very less about our own oceans. Okay, essentially because they are not accessible, and that we cannot even deploy any satellite inside the water so that we observe it. Paleo channels, or if you have heard of Saraswati River, recently in the sense back in 2014 or 13 something, using remotely sensed data itself, that is using satellite data itself, Paleo River of Saraswati has been identified. Its channel has been identified. How many of you have heard of this river Saraswati, which was otherwise never seen all over India, but we were always talking about it. It was in our folks, but however, recently it has been identified where Saraswati River is, and it is essentially in the desert plains of Rajasthan, right? That is where it was flowing, and eventually it migrated, or maybe uh, it dried out. Okay, so such things have also happened, and places, that is cities, different cities, points of interest. I don't know what this could be. Then river streams are also there, then stream polygons are also there, then railway tracks are also there, RBSR, that is different rocks are dated for rubidium strontium dating, and then the age of rocks, that is also made available. Rivers, roads, different roads are also being made available. All right, now coming to what we are supposed to do, right? Let me find boundary, India boundary, right? So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to download this India boundary data, for which what I will do, oh, it is not available. The India boundary is not available. Add to map. Let me add it to the map. Okay, I have added this to the map. Let me take this a little aside and let me find it here. Let me see. Okay, let me select. I have come here to unified download. After unified search, I come to unified download. In unified if I download, I choose the state I am interested in, and I am interested in Maharashtra. Now here I'm not choosing any district or anything. Let me validate, right? Let me validate. There is absolutely nothing in my cart yet. So some of your download options are blurred out and some of them are bold. Okay. So the ones which are bold, those are available to be downloaded and the others are not available for download. That is what it means. Okay, most of them are available. So now I was trying to download India boundary, which is not available. India administrative states, that is also not available. Let me search for another boundary. Somewhere I had seen boundary. Okay, this is available. Let me, yeah, so now it has come here, the boundary has come here. I might also be interested in this, so let me add this also to download. So I have added boundary, both boundaries are added here. Now next is, what do I do next? I validate. Once I validate, I get these two colors: item inside output area bounding box. So both of my layers are green. That means what, both of them are available and they have been brought for me, being made available for me to download. The next is, I go down, I want to download this as shape file. Okay, shape file such that polygons, lines, and points can be seen. All right, so I agree with this. How do I agree with it? I have to click on this. If I click on this, I agree, and then there's a small tick mark. Okay, and then I go for a download. Once I say download, download links will be sent to your registered email ID once your data download request has been processed successfully. Expect email notification within few hours, but I will get it very quickly. For example, let me go to my email, Gmail, not done this. Uh-huh. Maybe it's on my Outlook. Let me check which. Okay. I'm expecting a link. Just see if you have received a link. I go on. There you go. Okay. I have received a link from Bhukosh from where now I can download. Please click here to download the package. So I click here so that the package will start downloading. And I'm saving it in the same folder that we have made, which is GIS course February. And here it comes as Geospatial Maps package, to which I would like to name boundary. Okay, I will name it boundary and then I save it. All right, so it will be downloaded as zip file. Okay, now let it complete. It is a 144 MB file. Meanwhile, let me come here. Oh, wait. Let me search for this one tool that you will like. What is the name of the tool? how many of you have heard of this tool called Terra Incognita? Come and drop me a Y if you have heard of it. Come and drop me a N if you haven't heard of it. Okay. 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 So this is a tool that everybody likes. Okay. Quickly go to this particular link on your system and download it. Okay. Download it. It's a very small setup. Just quickly download it and then install it. Right. Double click on it so that it gets installed. Let me know if you're not able to reach there. Okay. Meanwhile, what I'm doing on my system, it is already installed. So I just open it, open, and once I open this folder, no, it doesn't come as how our shortcuts come, no, for maybe Microsoft Word or Google Chrome. How does this kind of icons come? These icons you won't see, but on your desktop, essentially, you will see a folder that will be named Terra Incognita. If you open this folder, you go down and you see a small dragon, a red dragon forming Terra Incognita.exe file. Double click on this Terra Incognita and you will like this tool very much. You can use it anytime, only that it doesn't go for publication. That's the only thing. But it helps you locate yourself. It helps you understand how the area that you are studying is looking. Okay, essentially in real time how it looks. Let it take a little longer. Yeah, there you go. I'm maximizing it and this is what I see. Let me zoom out. So you will see multiple tiles, no, like this. See, you will see multiple tiles like this. I can zoom on these, I can zoom on these, I can zoom on these, wherever I want. Let me zoom on to this particular site, this particular tile. Okay, so this is India. I'm interested in Mumbai. That is why I've downloaded Maharashtra, isn't it? So I go to Mumbai. Mumbai is here somewhere. Okay, there you go. This is where it is. Okay, now see the magic. If I zoom in, let me zoom in. Let me keep zooming in, and you will see to what extent wonderful resolution is this. Okay, it gives a wonderful resolution wherein we can even count each and every building or a household. This is not it. Let me zoom in. Huh? At this scale I'm able to even uh, count each and every building, isn't it? This is a bigger building. I see some small park here, some ground here, trains and whatnot. I see so many things. Oh my god, it's so crowded. All right. Oh, there are places here also. These are supposed to be the mangroves, in fact. So I can. This seems to be smaller houses are there, and I can count them as well, isn't it? Or is some cargo shipping thing? I don't know. Okay, so I can see literally everything. I can also see this net which is trying to hold on to whatever plastic is going downstream. So that is also there. I can also see each and every vehicle. I think I can even see some umbrellas or I don't know what it is. But those as well I can see. So what I'm trying to put across is that this Terra Incognita will let you download Google Earth images which are you might be wondering why this sudden shift in color, no? Like these are slightly bluish in color, these are gray in color. It is essentially because this is a different image, this is a different image, okay? That is the thing with it. Multiple satellite imageries have been clubbed together to form the entire um, region. Okay, now how to download it? That is the query. And let me find a beautiful place. I hope there is one. Uh, Something that is nice. Okay, how many of you, let me ask you a question by the time I'm trying to reach a place which is apparently good. Okay, my question is how many of you have already decided which place you are going to work upon? For example, I am working on Mumbai, isn't it? All the time I'm downloading data for Mumbai. Which likewise, which place you are going to study? Have you decided that? If you have decided, drop me a Y along with the place of the name. For example, Mumbai. I'm saying Mumbai, no? In that sense, you can tell me. If no, then also you drop me a N that no. So far, I have not decided which area I am going to study. Right? So I found a nice place. Okay, Adil has not decided yet. What about the others? Yes, okay, Rishikesh. Very good. Ratnagiri. Great. Ratnagiri is nice. Nice. Goa. Okay, Risha. Great. Nice. Oh, Anusha has decided Dandeli. Nice. All right. What about anybody else? Is there? Okay. All right. So now let's download. What do I do? Do you see this small option here? Selection. Drop it down and use rectangle selection. Okay. I am choosing Khargar, Navi Mumbai. Great, Nimisha. Okay. So what I have done, I have selected this rectangle selection. You can also take a polygon selection, anything that you want, but I'm taking this rectangle selection so that makes my task easy, right? I am interested only in this particular region, So let me select. What do? I bound it in a box. So I just click. Oh, give me a second. Again, it's loading. Okay. So what I will do, I will take selection, rectangle selection. Is it selected? Yes. Then I mark a dot and extend it all the way until here. Give me a second. So I can also clear this selection using this clear selection, clear. Okay. Selection, rectangle selection, and I am selecting this region, right? My region is selected. But now, if at this scale I download it, then the data that I will get is relatively less of in resolution. Okay. But if I want to download clear images, what do? I simply zoom onto this region. Okay. This is where I can even count each and every canopy. How many trees are there, right? I can even count that. I can even count whatever these things are. No, I don't know what they are. Let me try finding out what they are. I wonder what they are. Oh, I don't know what they are. Seems like some solid waste disposal site. Okay. So I can even count a bit, no, how many those are. So this particular resolution is great for me. I want to download at this resolution. So you zoom on until you reach a certain resolution that is needed for you for your work. Okay, that you are comfortable with. Yes, this is the resolution at which I want to download it. If you want maximum resolution, keep zooming in until the pixels start breaking out. So I can keep zooming on, so that what happens beyond that I cannot zoom anymore, right? And the image has also started fragmenting out. So let me zoom out. This is the scale at which I want to download. Here I will be able to mark literally everything. So what do I do next? I go to file. And I go to save map, right? Save map. Under save map, I will go to arc view map, and I click on it, right? Once I click on it, I will be directed to save this particular data, and the folder that I am choosing is the same one. Here I will make another folder. I am making another folder so that I am storing my data very well, and it makes me easy to manage it. And I also give it self-explanatory names. For example, I call this Mumbai underscore. Never use a space in place of this space. No, you use underscore. Mumbai underscore, and this is a Google image. So I call it GI. Okay. This is the folder that I have made. I go in and I say Google Earth image GEI underscore Mumbai. Okay. I'm giving it this name. No extension, nothing. And I save it. Okay. I save it. Once I save it, you will see a small gray bar will come here, and slowly it will get filled with this green color. Once this green color fully reaches here, that means our all the tiles are ready to be downloaded. How many tiles do I see? There are around 24 tiles in each, and altogether there are, I don't know how many, but this area that I have selected is 1.622 kilometers by 1.423 kilometers, almost a square, right? So that is what I see, and all throughout while this green bar is getting filled, I am not going to remove my zoom, or I'm not going to move the zoom extent that I have selected. Okay, now let this get downloaded. Let me go back to what I was downloading here from Bhukosh. It has already got downloaded and it is a zipped file, right? So this time what do? I go to the folder wherever it is stored and I see that it is a zipped file. Let me right click on it and open it because I want to extract it, right? And I say extract to. Okay, now it will be extracted. See, another boundary folder is created. A yellow folder is the icon which indicates that it is no more zipped. It has been extracted. Let me close this down. Okay, now I come to my arc map. Come to your arc map and the same method how we added or imported our raster data. No, same method. I go here, say add data. Once I add data, this is not where I want to be. I want to be in desktop, and over the desktop my folder is this GIS course February. Here I have extracted this boundary folder, isn't it? Because we want how to open the downloaded map in Incognita. Yes, how to download it? Once we have selected that this is the region that I'm going to download at this particular resolution, then I will go to file and then I will go to save map, and under save map I will choose ArcView map, right? I will choose ArcView map. Okay, this is where I will save it. Once I click on it, I will be asked where I want to download it. I have created a different folder only to save this data that goes by this name, Mumbai underscore GI Google Images. Okay, and under that I have saved it as GEI Google Earth Images for Mumbai. That is how I have saved it. Then just hit save and wait for that green bar to be completed. Don't zoom in, zoom out anymore. Just keep it static. Okay, Anusha? Okay. At times, what happens, no? Whenever we open this Terra Incognita for the first time, it might not show you. It might take a little longer to download, right? That happens. So don't worry. Keep it open so that it loads, and slowly you zoom in so that you reach there. It will also depend upon the internet speed that we are getting, isn't it? So don't worry. It happens. But once or twice that you open this, no, then it will open very quickly, like mine opened, right? So if I was to open it for the first time, then also the same thing, whatever you are facing, no, the same thing would have happened with me as well, right? Now, coming back here. Now, the folder that I want to import my state file from, or state boundary form from, is here in boundary. Double click on boundary, you see a boundary shape file. Add, right? Add this, wait until everything downloads, and there you go, something has downloaded. And this seems absolutely nothing like how I wanted it to be. Mumbai, here, Mumbai is here. All right, so this is the shape file that I have downloaded. It is Definitely not a state boundary file. I wonder what it is. Oh, it's a line. Okay. All right. So this is what we see. We have downloaded some shape file. Okay. Wait. We will also download India and Karnataka, that shape file also. India and Maharashtra, that shape file also we will download. Let me come back here. Boundary, boundary, did they get download? Uh, basement. Okay. So districts here. Let me download that, but that is not available to be downloaded. Okay. All right. Okay. So if not this, let me find another. Meanwhile, if you have any question regarding Terra Incognita, just explore this Terra Incognita. By the time I am struggling to find one PPT. Okay. So there is this another tool, no, that from where we can download our boundary files. Okay. So this is the one that we are using, World Bank Group. Let me share this with you. This PPT, if you want, it is there on my LinkedIn. Okay. So that is where you will find this. Control V. काय झालं त्याला? Copy. Okay, this is the link that we will use to download the entire world's shape files. Okay, let me also drop it here. Access this link, go to this link, open this link. Okay. All right. So this is the link. Now here we will download World Bank official boundary, that is in a vector file. Okay. Okay, no. We will download this very high definition polygon images, not this vector API. That's an API that will help you download, but it's the part that we will leave for something else, some other course maybe, which will be dealing with coding and all, JavaScript essentially. So this is where we will download this shapefile from. Just click on it so that the resource will start getting downloaded. Just click on this, go to this link, and you will directly find this world countries administrative boundary file, right? Then this is also in zipped format. Let me save it. I have saved it. Let it download. It's a small one. It got downloaded. Let me go back to my folder where this data has been downloaded. You see, World Bank provide. World Bank is an authentic mm, organization or association that provides internationally recognized international boundaries. Okay, that means our country, how the world sees it, that is how it will be listed, and it is updated every second month it is updated. This has a resolution up to 10 meters, so the boundary that you will see here will be correct in a radius of 10 meters. So boundary has a very, this particular shapefile has a very low resolution of only 10 meters. Okay, so I right click on this, I open it. I have this tool that is WinRAR. Then I extract to the same file. Let it form this. Yes, see, there it has come. Let me close this down. Let me open this. Yeah, this is where my files will be stored. Let me come here, go to layers, add layers, you can also use this symbol, right? This square, yellow square over which a plus sign is there. So I go here and then I have to go back and then find this folder, World Bank country administrative shapefiles, and I select it. Now what has happened? It has come up. Let me just close down this boundary, right? So this is our country. Now that is about the country. This is how the shapefiles are listed here. Okay. You might wonder why that looks like this. That's a COK region. This is also disputed boundary. Arunachal Pradesh. This is a disputed boundary. So the disputed boundaries are not shown. Ironically, they are only in India. In some places here also. Okay. But often what will happen, if you are communicating to any Indian agencies, maybe a publication house where you want to provide your study area map, then if you show a map like this wherein the disputed boundaries are not marked under any of the country, for example, this COK region and the Arunachal Pradesh region, which is not given to either China nor it has been given to India in this particular map, then what will happen is that they will outrightly reject your map. Okay, so you have to ensure that you use India shapefile which is also emotionally accepted by the publication house, or where such things are also there. Just keep them in mind. However, this is the authentic shape which is pursued by the rest of the world. It's better if I show you another tool also from where you can download it. Hmm. Are you understanding what I told you just now regarding the India shapefile? Why it will not be accepted? Did you understand, or was I too? Yes, okay. Alright. What about the others? Have you understood what I told you? Yes, okay. So you take care of that. Whenever you are publishing any of your data for to any Indian agencies, essentially the government agencies, you have to ensure that you also respect the publication houses' emotions regarding the shape of the country, right? We cannot always go factually. Alright, so this is another website, no, where but you will have to make an account. Okay, it will require that you send them your details as to why you want to make an account and things like that. It's a very simple thing. If your advisor can grant you one NOC saying that for so and so reason, my student or my staff requires this, your head of the department can also issue you a letter saying that you require this data, whatever data is available here for your study purpose, academic purpose, and it is for non-commercial use, right? Because at times some data will be there which is costing or tens of thousands. So this one is costing. This is a what is this? This is topographic map. So topographic map, shape files of topographic map, 6,900 rupees. But we are not going to try downloading anything that is for money. Okay, I'll just show you from where you can download, right? So this village boundary database that you see here, no, is free of cost. You don't have to pay anything for it. Okay, village boundary database. It's taking a little longer to load. So that is absolutely free. Okay, then you also have this Okay, I've come back. Uh, did I share any link with you? I must have shared some link with you. Yes, so this is the link that I am using. If you go to this link, this is where you might have to make an account that is necessary, and for that you will require same as in Anusha. किती म्हणता? Could you download Terra Incognita file? Okay, see this village boundary database is zero. So you have accurate boundaries up to village level for India, which will also satisfy our age-old belief. What is the shape? Which are the regions that come under our country, isn't it? That will include POK, COK, and also Arunachal Pradesh. So this is where you have to download your database from, right? That will be acceptable, and even other countries will accept it. Okay, that also you keep in mind. Somebody mentioned me. Stuck like this. Yes, the Terra Incognita will be stuck like this, but wait, it will open. Ah, okay, 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 fine, 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 fine. See here. Wait, you go to map source, right? Go to map source. Go to map source and go to mapgoogles.com where you will select Google satellite map. Just select this. But this did not strike me that this could be the problem with your because you have just installed it, no? So go to map source, under map source, go to mapgoogle.com, and there you select Google satellite map, right? Yes, yes, yes. Got it, Anusha? Ah, yes, great. All right. Okay. So if something doesn't work for too long, then we have to show that yes, this is how it is. Because at times, no, I will also be in my own world, and I completely oversee these things. Okay, so where were we? We were at this particular website or the portal from where you can download village boundary database as well. Okay, and yeah, so this is it. You can also explore the other things there. But right now I was only interested in showing you the database. It can be downloaded. However, you have to sign in. I have made an account, but at times that also doesn't work. Ask me for uploading um, some or the other things. HCHN34AN. Okay, sign in. Let me see how it treats me, whether it gives me any data. Uh, OTP, messaging 806 again captcha P6HV8Y. Okay, so it is asking me to add so many things. Okay, that happens. You will have to do this entire process wherein you will upload some documents also, and your organization or head of department verified letter will also go, so that your registration will be completed. Okay, so these things I have not done earlier. They were working, this site was working without all this, but now it is all required. So I suggest that you make an account on this, because here as well you have multiple different kind of data that is free of cost, as well as it can be downloaded for some amount. Okay. All right. So this is another link. You can find this particular PPT of mine on my LinkedIn. So no worries. That is where you have to go. Okay. Another link is this. This is where you can. This is where you can download land use land cover data for the entire planet, for whichever region that you want. Okay, let me close this down. Let me add this. Bad gateway. Bad gateway. This happens every other time. I don't know what is wrong with that agricultural organization. Something, some name it has. Okay. That is also not working. All right. Whatever we have, with that we will start. Okay. So this is my India boundary. Now let me go back to my Bhukosh account. Bhukosh account, which is here. Right. Now let me download River. Right. I will download River. River was there. PQR river data, so that I have my India shapefile. Let me now download river shapefiles. So that data is also available. So I add river. See, I'm clicking on this ad such that it gets populated here in unified download, right? Then next is another river is there, that also I will take, right? Both the rivers I've brought them here. Now next what do? I validate this. Once I validate this, both of them have turned green. Green means it is available, right? Then I agree with this and I go for downloading. I will be sent. This link will be shared with me and it should come over here. There you go. It has come. Let me download this. Click here to download. Let it download. This is river. Just rename this. Otherwise, all everything will be named as geospatial data, and then we won't know which one is which. So I call this river. So rivers for Maharashtra, I will be able to download. Okay, all the rivers of Maharashtra shape files for it will be downloaded. Now, meanwhile, let me come back here to ArcMap and let me add what I had downloaded earlier, that is from this Terra Incognita. So let me go to Mumbai GI, that is where it is situated, and I add it. Okay. Once I add it, I will just bring this World Bank countries administrative boundary file down. How did I do it? See, I just held it, selected it, dragged it down. Okay. And for to do that, I should be in list by drawing order. I should not be here, that is list by source, or I should not be here, which is list by visibility. I should not be there. I should be here in list by drawing order. Okay, this is where I must be. Then I right click on this, because right now I'm not able to see it. No, so I right click on it and I say zoom to layer. Once I zoom to layer, I have reached there, and you see how clear this particular file is. I can even count whatever these machineries that are kept there, isn't it? It's, I wonder what it is. Okay. I can even count the number of houses which are here, isn't it? I can even count the number of vehicles that are running on the road. So that is the clarity of this data. This seems to be some sort of pond or what, I don't know. So that as well I can see. All this can be seen. Okay. You can download it for a larger region. Um, If you have already downloaded, just import it and visualize it how it looks. Now next, let me go to Bhukosh. Excellent, I must have said. Okay. All right. Next, what do I want to do? Anybody wants to give me some suggestion? Let me download maybe geomorphology. I can download. I can try downloading geomorphology. Is there any other thing that you want me to try downloading? You can tell me, right? Am I connected with you? Yes. So if you want to suggest me something to download, no, for this particular state, landslide. Okay, let me download Lensa. GHIJKL. Landslide point. Okay, so landslide point. I will select landslide point, then landslide polygon, and let me, yes, that's all. Then I go here and I validate. I have already selected Maharashtra. Only for Maharashtra I'm downloading. You want to download for some other, uh, it is showing unable to fetch records from server. Terra Incognita is showing this. Yes, Anusha. Terra Incognita is showing this. Unable to fetch records. Bhukosh. Okay. Uh, I wonder which data you are trying to download, no? If it is something that has this blurred out download icon, no, then it might not be available, right? So we have to find such a data which is this which is presented in blue color. See, it should have blue color. Blue color means that data is available. Landslide point is the point where landslide has been located. Polygon rather is the boundary within which this landslide of that area within which the landslide has affected the region. For example, okay, okay, Anusha, try the other river polygon also, no? Maybe refresh it and then it should work. Okay, so landslide when it occurs, though it is thought of as a point, it affects an area, isn't it? So that area will be marked in this, which is prone to landslide. Now let's agree with this and then download. Okay, so this has come, landslides have come. Let me download it. Let me give it, rename it as landslides, right? This is save. Going back, landslides, open, yes, extract. Okay, it has been extracted. Let me come back here. I zoom out. That is where it is. Right click, add data, landslide. I have both points as well as polygons. Let me add. These are the locations for Maharashtra wherein landslides were reported. Okay, it's very dense map. Okay. Now next. So what you will see here is that our vector data is essentially represented as dot or a line or as a polygon, right? So polygon of this of our country is a polygon. So area which is bound by a wall or bound by a line which is enclosed. So this particular region is enclosed within a polygon. That is our first kind of vector data, which is a polygon vector data. We can also represent some boundaries in terms of lines, right? So if you see here, this is line, this is shown as a line, so it is not really a polygon. Whenever we change its color, then the color of these lines will be changed rather than the color inside, right? Whereas when we talk about India shapefile, what do we see? We see that the color of the entire region can be changed. For example, here what did I do? The landslide area, let me just find that landslide area, what it is. Let's see what is there. Oh, here the landslide polygon is empty. It seems to be not having anything. So right click, open attributable table. There are many things. I wonder where it is. Oh, so much data is there. Let me just find out. Right click and zoom to layer. Let me just close all these things down. I wonder where is the data. And these landslides are in Kolhapur. Toposheet number is given. Sindhudurga, Pune, Ratnagiri, Satara. All these regions are given. The kind of landslide, no, that is also given. Whether rock fell or whether debris fell, that data is also given. Landslide, slump, fall. These are the different types of translational movements within a landslide that are noticed. Okay, XY is also given, which is in fact topographic data. Okay, we can try extracting this. How do we do this? We can, let's do this. Just download Landsat. Everybody download Landsat. Let's do this as well. This will be wonderful task. Download landslide. Anusha, will you be able to download? Or is the same problem persisting? Same. Okay. I have to extract rivers. Rivers have come. Okay. Let me add rivers. Okay. Add. So now I can see that all the rivers pertaining to Maharashtra has been populated here. Okay, river stretches are populated. They are not complete, but still something is there. Some westerly flowing rivers are there. Karli and all might be here. Okay, if we right click on this, just select one, right click on this, go to open attribute table. This is where all the rivers and their informations are listed. For example, see length of Purna river. There are two uh, tributaries or two stretches of Purna river that you will find here. I have selected them, and if I zoom out, I should be able to see where they are. See, this is where Purna river is, and its length is given. Okay, then Tungabhadra. That is where it is. Tungabhadra river, those are also given. Krishna river, then all these are Krishna river. Savitri, Manjira, Vashisti, Godavari, Vaitarana, uh, Tapti. So all this, so many information you will see. Okay, the same thing. Both of them are same. All right. Coming back to this landslide polygon. Okay. What I am doing, I'm right clicking on this landslide polygon. It might not come as landslide polygon. Okay, but just open this and Control A. So if you say Control A, everything will get selected, right? 1149 out of 1149 all are selected. So right click on it, right click on the small arrow that you see, no, come here, right click on this and then say copy selected, and then open one Excel sheet, open one Excel sheet where you will simply paste these. Control V. Okay, simply paste these. Okay, next, file, save as, and we are saving it as .csv, that is comma delimited. Okay, CSV. Where do we save it? We save it in the same folder, landslides. This is where I will save it, and I will call it landslide underscore Maharashtra. Okay, and I save it. Okay, now when I come back to my arc map, I will deselect all this, clear selected feature. So you see these two symbols, select features and clear selected features. Let me clear this selected feature and close this down. Okay. Now next what do? I go to this catalog. So if you don't find this catalog here, you will find it here. Where here under Windows you will find catalog. Open catalog and go to the folder where you have saved everything. Saved this, I have saved that CSV file here, right, under landslide. So I bring it here, drag it and bring it here, drop this here. Okay, just bring this here and come and drop me a Y saying that you have done this. If you are stuck somewhere, you may talk to me or you may drop me a question, whatever your question is. If you want me to repeat something, shall I go ahead? Okay, so now what do? I right click on this, I say display XY data, right? Click on display XY data where you will select X field. X is essentially your longitude, right? X is longitude. So center X and Y, center Y. Okay. Coordinate system will also be automatically selected. It should be WGS 1984. After which we can hit OK. Object ID fields will not be able to select query or Some of this data is same as that of the red ones. Let's try another thing, which is called join and relate. So what I am doing, to this landslide points, the earlier ones, not the ones that I have created now, the earlier ones, I'm clicking, right clicking, okay, and I say there is join and relates, okay, join and relate, under which I will go to join. I will select join and select attributes from a table. Choose the field in which layers lens it has already chosen, which is the table, right? And the one that I'm going to select should be longitude latitude. Opposite. Should it be chart opposite? Let me just check. Right click, open attributable table. Slide number. Let me see if the slide number is there. I'm just looking for if there is anything that is common. So for example, slide number. Let me just check. Slide number. No, district topo sheets are also same. Mm, if this doesn't work in another 2 minutes, we will shift to geomorphology and then later you can someday explore this, because we have to find something that is common in both. That is this table, which is this landslide polygon and this landslide point. Okay. Oh, so much of information is there. Anybody who deals with landslides, anybody who is working on landslide, drop me a Y if anybody is working on landslide. Okay, yeah, yes, Anusha is working on landslides. Slide number must have been there. Latitude, longitude, I'm a little afraid of using. Longitude, I think we should try longitude maybe. Okay. Hmm. Latitude, if I say, why? Keep only matching records, okay. Let's see if something has happened. Right click, open attributable table. Okay, has come. Yes, it could be related to some extent, but only 171 I could relate. Only 171 points I could relate. Uh, all right. So what do I do now? Mm, reverse and this. I'm right clicking on this, going to properties, and I'm choosing symbology, where I'm I will make categories. Okay, make categories of triggering. What triggered these landslides? Add all values. There were some anthropogenic reasons. Anthropogenic plus rainfall was the reason. Incessant rainfall and then rainfall. Okay, I'm applying this. Let's see what happens. Okay, so here what I see that some of the points which are falling along the eastern slopes of Western Ghats, there the reason was essentially anthropogenic rainfall. Other places it was rainfall. And there could be some places where it was anthropogenic. Let me see. Yes, somewhere here near Mumbai, further south of Mumbai. I don't know whether it is Alibag or something. So that is where landslide was triggered by anthropogenic actions. Mhm. Okay, there's one more here that is because of anthropogenic also. Okay. And we see that most of the landslides are along the Western Ghats region, right? I wonder if you could do this. Now let's go back to preparing that study area map. Now, if you have understood which are the different portals from where we can download this data, let us come back to this region and we will try downloading geomorphology. Degraded land also you can find. I wonder why it is not showing now. Then geomorphology. I will download this geomorphology 250K. That is 250,000 is the scale. It has come here. I am validating it. Okay. It is available to be downloaded. Let me agree to these terms and conditions and I download. Okay. Excellent. Submit. Some of you might be interested in this link. Where did it go? Are you all following how to download the data and how to import it, how to see what are the various informations that can be of our interest? Have you followed that? Have you followed attribute tables? If you're stuck somewhere, you have to tell me. You're talking very less with me. That's why I'm feeling like I'm talking to absolutely nobody. Okay. Now I can download geomorphology. Let me rename this. This is geomorphology. Okay, I'm saving this. 262 MB it is. Is there any other kind of data that you would want to download that we did not cover? We still have enough time to explore it. right? Is there any specific kind? Because those of you who have taken up a month long course, next time you are going to prepare your own study area map using all these data, whatever that you are interested in. Let's say if there is anything that you are interested in, maybe finding land use land cover, and that is what we have not covered, then you can ask me regarding it, or any such other data, no, that you would want to know where you can download it from, then you can ask me regarding that. Is there any such data that you would want to download? Take your time. Let me share this link with you so that you can download. This is something that I had shared with previous batch, because again that link was not accessible. Let me share this with you. I'm sharing it here. You can download this data. India shapefile with Kashmir. Okay, so this is only India, pertaining to India, not pertaining to the world map. The world map we have found, and we can use this one wherein India shapefile is there with Kashmir. Let me save this while the geomorphology is getting downloaded. Then I extract this India shapefile with Kashmir. Mm, done. Let me come back here, and this time add India shapefile with Kashmir. Okay, so this is for along with district, and this is along with state. So what I will do, I will take this district shapefile. Okay, and I add. Okay, add. All right, so it has added. Now this constitutes Arunachal Pradesh as well as all the other disputed boundaries, right? Now what do? I open attribute table of this. If I open attribute table of this, what I see is that all the districts along with their state is mentioned, right? Now, because this is a district map, I'm not able to see the boundaries of um, states, isn't it? So what I will do, I will right click on this, go to properties, and under properties I go to symbology. See that what I'm doing, I'm right clicking on this India district shapefile, where I'm going to symbology, and under symbology I go to categories, because I will categorize based on state. Okay, and I say add all values, so whatever values are available of all the states will show up here. Okay, now all the states have shown up here. I can also change these colors, no, to maybe something like this, and if I apply, now what do I see? I see different states. what I have done, I have only chosen state, right? And I have added all the values, and after which I have applied. Once I apply, I get to see all the boundaries of my different states. Okay, do this. Why is it such? It is because we have these attributes. Okay, because we have these attributes. Open attributable table. We have districts and we have states. So as per states, we have separated them or categorized them. That is what we did even for the landslides. Now let's say you want to extract only Maharashtra. So what do? We right click on this, we go to attributable table and we say select by attributes. And what is the attribute that I am interested in? I am interested in state. Wherever state is equal to, you see this get unique values, I will add get unique values. Which is the state that I am interested in? I am interested in Maharashtra. Okay, I double click on it, state wherever it is equal to Maharashtra, I'm asking to select it, selecting by attribute. So this is an SQL query that I am playing. Apply. Once I apply, I see 30 out of 482 is selected. All these 30 districts belong to Maharashtra. So I will close this. Okay. Now I have already selected this. You see that here. If you scroll down, you will see at places that all the Maharashtra districts are selected. Others are left behind. So I bring this a little away and keep this here. Okay. I see that my entire Maharashtra is selected. Now I right click on this India district shapefile and I say data, under which I will go to export data. Under export data, export selected feature. These are the features that I have selected and I'm going to extract them. So here what do? I don't want to save it the way they have given me. It is going in some documents, some default folder it is going to. I will browse to my particular folder, which is GIS course February. I go to my directory and here yet again I go to India shapefile with Kashmir and I know that this is Maharashtra. So let me name it Maharashtra. I name it Maharashtra and I save. Okay. Maharashtra. Okay. Uh, dot shp shapefile. I'm selecting it as shapefile. I'm saving it. Okay. And now dot shp. I did not. You need not give dot shp. You can just choose from your shapefile. Okay. Save and then OK. Once I hit OK, do you want to add the exported data to the map as a layer? Yes, I want it to be added. So it will be added. Right. Everything is added. So now I again go to this district and I go to features and I choose this, I say apply and I say OK, and I can also remove these, make it, no, I don't want to make it hollow. I just want to reduce this outline color. Either outline width can be brought to 0 so that that outline won't be seen. And once I say apply, what has happened? All the what we say, the outlines of all the districts have gone and all that I see is this Maharashtra. Right now it is all selected. You can just click here to deselect it or you can also use this particular tool to deselect it. Okay. Now once this is done, if you want to see the entire Maharashtra without any district boundaries, then that is also possible. How do you do it? You go here and outline width has to be made 0 and then OK. So you see the entire Maharashtra. You want to change its color, use this or you can use this particular, let's say I want to make it blue. So I make it blue. Okay. And India, I want to make it, let's say something like this. I can make it not this color, let's give something else. Green, Harit Kranti. Yeah, there you go. My God. Let me give something like this. Seems better. So you can change the color that way. You can also play around with the boundaries and all this. Now next is, let me just see if geomorphology is downloaded. Geomorphology is downloaded. Let me come back here. And where is geomorphology? Geomorphology is here. Let me extract it. You tell me what you're doing. Today nobody is talking to me, so I'm also lost. I don't know what you are doing. Whether you're following what I'm doing, or whether you are just not resonating with what I'm doing, not really following what I'm doing and what is the purpose of it. Okay, so I will close this down. I will come back to my ma'am. I'm lagging a little behind. Okay, okay, Anusha. If you need some help from me, just knock here and I will be there to solve it. Right? Okay, so we can see what we can see. We can see our entire world, over which we can see India, and within this India, we can also see Maharashtra. And in Maharashtra, let's say we want to see Mumbai. So, what do? We go to Maharashtra, open this attributable table, and find Mumbai where it is. Let me find Mumbai. Mumbai. I can also sort by ascending. If I sort by ascending, M नागपूर नांदेड मुंबई खंय गेलो अमरावती भंडारा anybody can see Mumbai, just nowhere like यवतमाळ mm, ठाणे oh okay. So, Thane, can you guide me which other district should I select so that even this region gets Thane? Mumbai is not a district. Mumbai is a district, isn't it? Rishikesh,
Ah, yes,
मुंबई
ma'am.
डिस्ट्रिक्ट मुंबई डिस्ट्रिक्ट मध्ये नाही का येत?
डिस्ट्रिक्ट येतो.
इकडे दिसतच नाहीये की. अरे, this is the district. Thane is same as Mumbai or what? It seems to be Mumbai only, no? What is selected? Within Thane, how can it be placed within Thane? Thane is a district. Okay, so what do I do? Irrespective of whether I find Mumbai or not, what I am doing, I have only selected this district, this region that I am interested in, and I right click on it and I go to data, export data, and here selected feature, and I am going to rename this. What is the naming that I am going to give? I will call it Mumbai. Okay, assuming that it is Mumbai boundary, and then I save and I say okay. Yes, I want to add it as a layer. See there, it has come. Okay, I can give it some other name, some other color. Let me give it this color. There you go, and you can use this particular tool. Clear selected feature. Right now you see that the boundary is illuminated. No, that means it is selected. So I can just click on this so that that selection goes off. Okay. Some of you might be wondering, there is slight offset, isn't it? Here you will see some slight offset that needs a geo rectification. Yes, I checked it, but then I couldn't find. No, I did that as per ascending order, but I couldn't see Mumbai. So after Latur, it must have come, but then it is not listed. Pune is also there, but no. Okay, so this is how it is. Now let's go to our geomorphology. We have already extracted geomorphology. I select this and I add it so that for the entire Maharashtra, it has not really come as to Maharashtra, but then it has come for the entire bounding box of Maharashtra. No, let's right click on this Maharashtra. Let me just deselect these layers and reverse if anything is okay. So right click on this geomorphology, go to properties, and in properties I go to symbology. Under symbology to categories. Okay, here to categories I go to something called Legion. So let me just take this Aeolian sheet. Okay, so many different types of geomorphic features are listed here. Okay, Sanjay Revankar. Okay, so these are the different things that are listed over here. So what do I do now? I say apply. The moment I say apply, all these boundaries have started showing up. Okay, all these things have started showing up. See that? Right now there are many, isn't it? There are many things that we see. For example, uh, this pink color. Let's find out what this pink color is. It seems to be much more close to this pediment periplane complex. So if I use this eye tool, no, then I can select on it and I will get to know what exactly it is. See, pediment periplane complex. Pediment periplane complex. That is what it is. You have to find out what all these things are. Sanjay Revankar. Okay, so now what I will do, I will just find out which are the features that I can club together. For example, this moderately dissected hills and valleys, moderately dissected plateaus, this I can club. Low dissected plateaus and low dissected hills and valleys I can club, right? So what I will do, I will right click on this and will start editing. Once I start editing, let's wait. Once I start editing, I can open the attributable table and here I can yet again use this query which is select by attributes. The attributes that I'm choosing is this legend SHO. Wherever it is equal to, I'm getting unique values. Wherever it is equal to um, Aeolian plain or is equal to Aeolian sand dunes or is equal to Aeolian sand sheet. Okay, there I am just applying it. There is a failure skill set managers. Okay, or is not working. Is it not working or is it something else? Oh, wait a second. It's just one is there. Just one is there. Okay, let me use a better way. That is, I will come here to my legend and then I will sort this by ascending. The moment I sort this by ascending, everything has come together, isn't it? So what do? I will just select all these. First I will deselect and I will select all these Aeolian type of features because I want to club them together. That is what I am trying to do. I go to editor and I say merge. So everything will get merged. Okay. Everything got merged. Now next is alluvial. I'm merging them essentially because I want them all to be together rather than simply being dispersed here and there. That is what I'm trying to do. So I select all these alluvial plains. There are so many of them. I select all of them, okay, and then I see it got selected. Now what do? I merge them. Okay, I'm merging all of them together. Then anthropogenic terrains. This seems to be something interesting. So I select all this. Wait, it's not responding. Try doing this. Selecting all these and I am merging them all. Geomorphology is basically talking about how a particular land feature formed. For example, these bajadas. Has anybody heard of bajadas? Do we know what they are? Then coastal plains. All coastal plains I am selecting. Denson Reservoir got selected. Oh, coastal plains. I want only coastal plains. Let me use this. Select by attributes is equal to coastal plains. Apply. Selected all. Merge. Coastal plains are all along the coast. So those are merged, and then again I can select all the dams and reservoirs, apply, and then merge them all. These delta fact are similar to coastal plains, okay? Because deltas form along the coast. So with that logic, but deltaic plains apply. Let me see where they are. Okay, they are this side towards east, right? So let me merge them as well. Merge. Then flood plains. I'm merging all the flood plains. Apply. And the flood plains, let me merge them all together. Then highly dissected hills and valleys. Basically, I'm trying to club all of them together. At some point, I might just get bored and won't do it, but then you have to ensure that if you want to see only one unit of all these rather than small dispersed ones, then we will have to. This is the way that we can operate upon them. Floodplains should be deselected and then merge. Okay, highly dissected plateaus. Apply. Both these, that is hills and valleys and plateaus, highly dissected ones, I am merging them all together. There are many, 75,000 are there. I wonder how many I will do. But it doesn't take long because there are few of these features. They are not in many tens, maybe just 20 or so are there. So all of them can be quickly done. Okay. Low dissected and highly dissected plateaus, hills, everything I have clubbed together. There is also impact crater. Lunar lake might be seen. This is the last clubbing that I am doing. Then let's move ahead. Because right now we don't see Maharashtra shape, isn't it? So we have to bring it to that Maharashtra shape. And how do we do it? We do it like this. Let me just save this first. So you have to save edits, whatever editing you have done, merging or anything, and then we save it. Save it and then stop editing. Okay. Stop editing. Next. Okay, I'll just clip this editor here. Now, come to this geoprocessing. When you come to geoprocessing, use this clip because right now we don't see shape of Maharashtra, isn't it? So we use clip. This feature will help us in clipping one particular feature with another. For example, input feature, I want the input feature to be my geomorphology, right? And then I want to clip Maharashtra boundary with it, and the output feature will be saved as, I would want to save it in my folder in geomorphology where I say Maharashtra underscore geomorphology. You have to give such a name to your files that is easy to be remembered. Once you read that name, you should be able to know what you have saved, and that it should always have an underscore. This underscore, if is not there and you give a space, often it not often, every time it will so happen that you won't be able to retrieve your data or import your data. So you have to use an underscore instead of space. Okay, so I'm saving it. I'm giving it an okay. Now let's wait. Meanwhile, let me go to the um, to this particular file that we have downloaded. Now that tool is working, let it work. Let us go to that high resolution imagery that we have downloaded. So we go to uh, zoom to layer. Okay. Now go to catalog again. So far we have seen how to bring somebody else's shape file, isn't it? May it be polygon, may it be points, or may it be lines, like rivers were in lines, may it be whatever, but now we want to create our own. That is our primary data. We want to put it in some shape file, maybe polygon. Let's say, for example, you see these lakes are there, no? We want to see what is their area. So in this situation, what we do, we go to our shape, our folder, wherever it is. For example, here, this is my folder, right? So this is where I have stored my high resolution satellite imagery. You can use whichever satellite imagery you want. For example, Landsat you want to use Landsat. You want to use list 4 that you have downloaded, that also you can use. Anyone, okay? Now what do? I right click on this particular folder because this is where I want to save my lake shape files. I'm intending to create lake shape files. Okay. I hit new. Once I hit new, I say shapefile. Okay. And here I will give it a name. I will call it lake. Okay, I will call it lake. It seems to be not really natural lake, but then let me call it lake. Okay, seems to be some sort of pond. I will call it pond. Let's call it pond. Okay, and is this a point? No, it is an area. An area will be enclosed by a polygon. So I use polygon. After that, we have to give a spatial reference. Which reference we will give? We will give zone 43. So if you remember how to select which UTM zone we fall in, Adil has not attended that class. You can simply Google which UTM zone does this particular city fall in, and Google will automatically tell you where you fall, or otherwise it will give you a map where you can locate your area and then find out which UTM zone it falls into. Okay, so this is the zone that I am falling in. My entire west coast of India, in fact, falls in zone 43. So I select this, okay, and I hit OK. I'm saying OK. So that pond will come somewhere here. It has come here. Let me make it hollow. I'm using this hollow such that fill color is not there and it is completely transparent. Now I will right click on this. I will go to edit feature and I will start editing. Once I start editing is okay. Start editing. Okay. I want to edit this pond. What has happened? Edit, start editing. Start editing, encounter one or more layers with errors or warning and cannot continue. Okay, that must be because geomorphology is working. So start editing and you will see that in this section, no, in create features section, this pond will be listed. So as this pond gets listed here, then you come and take the construction tool, that is a polygon, and you will be able to start making a polygon. Just see if you are able to do this. I'm naming this project. I'm just saving this project. Vector, I'm calling it. All vector data is there. So I'm calling it vector. So huge data in this, huh? That is why it is doing this issue. I will edit, start editing. Still, it is not ready to take. Okay, let me close this map document. Currently executed, pending. Okay. Uh, results, results. That clipping is going on. That is why it is not taking anything. It is still processing. Because our clip, the geomorphology was restricted to the entire this, no, what we call huge box was there, so we are converting it into giving it a shape of our Maharashtra state. So that is why That is what is happening. Okay, meanwhile, let me open another arc map. So while this one is still working, let me not disturb it. Let me open another arc map where we will start making our map. So would you like to tell me what you are doing? Nobody's talking. Nobody's telling anything. I wonder where you are, what you are doing. No doubt you will get the recording, but I'm still wondering, no? Okay. So this is my layer. What I am doing? I am adding. The first thing that I will add is world country administrative boundary. Okay. I will add this. Once I have added this, I will go here to insert another data frame. So like this layer is there, no? Another new data frame will be added. If you want to name this, that also you can do. Okay. You can also name this. For example, here I will name it India. Okay. And this is world. This particular um, frame is world map, right? So this is what I'm doing. World map. Let me go there. Zoom to layer. Wrapping. Wait, let me remove this. Remove. Add data to India. I am adding India. India shapefile. India shapefile with states I am adding there. Okay. There you go. Let me add data. Let me add world shapefile. World map shapefile. I've added it there. Now let me insert another data frame where I will add this. That is world map is separate and this is separate. I can also bring it up and down whatever wherever that I want. This I will remove from here. And the next thing that I will do is just bring this down so that India can be seen up. My God, what is happening? Okay, this has completed. Clipping is completed. So once I have clipped, what has happened? Now I can see this clipped region only for the state of Maharashtra. Let me just make this invisible and make only geomorphology of Maharashtra seen, which is I want to see this part, that is legend, add all, added all, apply, okay. All right, so this is how it will turn out. Right now you see all gray because it has, we will have to make some changes here, but I don't want to do them there, so that I will come here. All right, so next what do? I come here. See, there are two. I have separated India from the world map. So if we are communicating to some international publishing house, we want to show them where India is. Then this is the map that I will use. Right now it is in portrait mode. Let me bring it to landscape. How do I do it? I right click and then I go to uh, page and print setup, where I will choose, I can also select which size I want. Let's say I want A4 right now, not B4, A4. Okay, and I want it to be in landscape. Okay, so it has come to landscape. Now let me bring world map here. You can also zoom it up and then use this zoom tool to maximize it. Okay, if you want to minimize it, use this, minimize it. Okay, it should be enough. The next is India, right? So let's place India here like this. You can also place it like this. Let it be like that, and let me zoom in. I'm zooming in so that India takes up the entire space. Okay. Next, I will tuck it somewhere wherever I want it to be. Let me just minimize it a little because it is taking some blank space. So I will minimize it and maybe tuck it here itself. Okay. Next, I have to show Maharashtra, right? So I will again go to insert, add another data frame, and to this data frame I will add Maharashtra. Where it is in the India shapefile itself. So Maharashtra and Mumbai both I will add. I'm adding them. Maharashtra has come here. Okay. Just let me bring this down as well. Hmm. You can do this arrangement however you want to do it, okay? But right now I'm just doing it randomly. I can also minimize this to whatever extent that I want. All right. Let me just bring this down. Bring this also a little like this. Okay. And then the world map. Let me just maximize it a little so that it becomes something like this. Let me zoom in on that. Okay, seems good. Am I audible to you? I hope you're listening to me. I'm wondering what you all are doing. Okay, so next is Mumbai. Mumbai I have already brought here. Let me make another data frame for it. Okay, so all these layers can be managed separately. What I'm doing, I'm just dragging Mumbai here. Mumbai has come there. Let me give it some other color. Maybe red for a lot of people that live there. Uh, there we go. Okay, now let me add another data frame and I want it to be huge and you will get to know why. I want it to be huge, okay? And it should be the order I'm sending it backward, very back, okay? I'm sending it behind. It's behind. Next, what I have to add to this? I want to add my geomorphology map to it, okay? So add data. I am adding the geomorphology for Maharashtra that is made. Add. Okay, so I have added Maharashtra. It seems like Mumbai is behind. Let me. Okay, let me just delete this. I'm deleting this. So you can keep doing it however that you want. Let me now use this hand gesture that is what we call pen to pen this region. Okay, I am penning it. I can also use this zoom out tool to just bring it like that and then do it like this, and I am bringing it a little away so that it is not going to overlap India and the other region. Mm, such- okay, so this is what I am doing now. Next, I have to go to properties and then to symbology categories. In categories I will choose this legend show, add all values and apply and hit OK. Now this is a little troublesome, but you have to take this trouble, okay? What I'm going to do, I will look at this alluvial plain. See, I'm going to give it some yellow color. I'm giving it yellow color. Alluvial plain, I'm giving it yellow color. Anthropogenic terrain, let me give it red color because a lot of population in cartography also you give red color only to it. Okay, so Anthropogen, Bajadas, these are some wind generated desert kind of region. So I will give it this particular color, and I'm not giving any outline width to it. So there is absolutely no outline. Coastal plains, I will make them gray and no outline width. Okay. Then dams and reservoirs, let them be blue, but some other blue, maybe this one. No outline. You'll get to know why I'm giving them no outline. It's because everywhere I see only outline only, gray color. No, that is why I'm not. Floodplains again. Earlier floodplains are alluvial sand deposits, isn't it? So I'm giving it the same color. I must have merged it so that it looks similar. But because I have not done that right now, let me just do it this way. Highly dissected heels. Heels I am giving some residual color. They are residual, no? Essentially lateritic. So I will give them this particular color. Likewise, Bajadas also look similar. Then highly dissected plateaus. Again, the same color I will give it. Okay. The impact crater. This is Lonar Lake. Let me give it this deep blue color. Okay. Then low dissected heels, I'm giving everything the same color. Now I'm giving it this color because I don't wanted to uh, spend more time in merging it. Low dissected heels also everything I'm putting in the same category. So I'm merging them all, giving them all same color. See this also. If you were to merge all this, because they are more or less similar, no, their origin is similar. That is why we can put all of them together. That is because of denudation or erosion. Long erosional processes lead to formation of this. Offshore islands. Two islands, what color we will give? We can give this rose dust maybe. No, no. Something else we'll give this amethyst color. Uh, okay. Then pediment complex, it's again the same, dissected they are. They're all erosional heels, erosional plains, and all such pediment slope. They're all erosional, so I'm giving them the same color. Then where you will also see that it is taking shape. Quarry means where there is mining ongoing. Something is being extracted. So I'm giving it this brown color. Salt pen. Let me give it some ivory color. Salt pen. No, no, I will give it some. Uh, Salt pen, I should give it citron yellow. Okay, fine. Citron yellow, I'm giving it. Later we can change it. Water bodies, whatever other water bodies, let's give them this color. I'm basically just going on giving color so that everything looks coherent. Okay, there we go. All right. Yes, so um, this is our geomorphology of Maharashtra. Okay, you can also separate these out such that it looks better. For example, let me just change this pediment slope. Slope can be slightly green in color because that is where we see a lot of vegetation as well, and very few we see this peneplain also. I will give it the same green color. Uh, yeah. So this peneplain complex, and this should be plateaus, fine, hills and valleys. Valleys are also with a lot of vegetation. So I'm giving it some vegetation color. So likewise, the vegetation will start showing up. Hills and valleys again. I will give this some green color. I hope you are understanding what I'm doing, no? Or it will be again hills and valleys. You understood why I'm giving it green color is essentially because hills and valleys are the ones where we have maximum vegetation on the slopes of the hills, not on the top of the hill but on the slopes of the hills. We have maximum uh, dams and reservoirs. Let's make it slightly brighter. Let's give it some deep color so that it stands out. Okay. Impact crater, let's give it something else. Maybe ultra blue. Okay. Can still not see the impact crater. Anyhow, it is a smaller one, but still, let's just give it something like this. Okay, so this is our geomorphology map, right? Now let's go ahead and do the next. Next is what? We have to insert a north arrow. I like this particular symbols. I can use it. If you want to change its color, go to its properties and do the color changing part. This is the one. And then I insert a scale bar. I also need a scale bar. Let me use something nice. Let me use this one. This is a scale bar. I'm putting it here. I can also change its font, type font, that is format. If I go to format, I can go to Times New Roman, select Times New Roman. If I want the font size to be a little bigger, then that can also happen. Apply and OK. See that? It has changed, right? It's in Times New Roman now. If you want to make it a little bigger, you can do that, right? Simply by using these. Okay. Next, what else do you want me to add here? Tell me, so that I know that you're paying attention. Only four are there. One, two accounts are mine, and you want to add Mumbai there. Okay, so we can add Mumbai here itself. Where is it? India shapefile. It is here. Add there, and I will make it hollow. So if I make it hollow, then I can see the interiors of it, right? You can also change the color of its outline, which I will make, give it this particular color. You can also make it slightly broader. The width can be increased, right? So yes, let me just give it a little more. So that is where Mumbai is. You can also make another data frame for it, and so on. Now, next comes legend. Let me add legend. I want to see only geomorphology. So say next, and in Times New Roman, let the font size be 10. Next, finish. The legend has come. What I can do, I can tuck it wherever I want. If I want it to be here, or if I want it to be here, I can tuck it wherever I want. I can also make it a little horizontal here, right? That as well I can do. Mm, I can also make two or four or whatever columns that I want. How do I do it? I can come here, place new item into two columns. Okay, so apply. Okay, I have made two columns now. I can tuck it wherever I want. Right now it seems a little fishy for me to add it anywhere. Let me add it here. Okay, let me add it here. The next, what else should we add here? I am wondering how many. Just one is there, Mark. Okay, let me finish this. It was boring, I believe. Let me add next a title. What is the title? The title is Geomorphology of Maharashtra. Geomorphology of Maharashtra. That has come here. Let me tuck it there. Properties and change symbology. It is Times New Roman. I'm making it bold. Apply. Okay. It has come there. I can also increase its font over here 20. If I make it 20, let's make it a little more. Yes, there you go. Next, I need to add boundary to this, that is grid to it. So I go to properties, properties, go to grid, new grid, graticules divides maps with measured grid graticules. Okay, next. I want only labels to be there. Then intervals, let's keep it to be okay, whatever they are suggesting. Next, 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 finish, apply. Mr. Calm, wait. Yeah, there you go. So our latitude, longitudes have also come. Right? Latitude, longitudes have also come. Now the problem is only that some of them are like this, no, horizontal. So what we can do, we can yet again go to these properties, go to grid and change properties of this. I will continue so that this recording is completed, and then those who are missing on can complete it. Major ticks, I want them only to be okay, let them be everywhere, but then I will go for the top ones are horizontal. I want to create some vertical labels. The vertical labels will be this left and right. So left and right, which are horizontal, I want them to be made vertical. So make them vertical, apply, and then OK. So now those will become vertical. Let me change the page as well because my map is going well out of this, right? So let me change the map to the size to A3 to A3 if I make. Okay. So everything comes in. Let me adjust them. So I select all. Okay, I'm selecting everything and then I'm dragging it here, dragging it here. Let me just minimize this such that it goes well with the map. Okay. And then any information that you want to give along with this map, maybe some note you want to give, maybe something else that you want to give, you can provide it all in this particular space that you get. Whatever information that you want to write, for example, maybe you want to give some table here, right? Of what is the total area of so and so region. That also you can give here. Okay. Now what I did not complete is making those points that we were supposed to. For example, the ponds that we made, right? So let me zoom there here. This is a pond that I have this, what is that? A file is made. So I go to edit feature, start editing, continue. In create feature, this pond will come, right? Where you will find this create feature, you can also find it. Create feature, you will also find this create feature somewhere in here. Show processing. It automatically comes the moment you put it on, but however, let me just figure out where that create feature is. It usually will be stored somewhere here only, no, with the Arc toolbox. Just tell me if you don't find it. Huh? If you don't find it, then I will figure it out because right now there's hardly anybody um, in the class. So let me digitize this. I have taken a polygon, right? I am digitizing this. You can do this more better in much better way so that it comes very accurate. Right now I'm just rushing through this exercise. Okay, so this is the polygon that I have made. Let me make another polygon. Okay, two polygons are made. If I right click on this, I can change its properties also. Let me change its properties later, but let me go to its attributable table, right? So this is where right now it is in editing mode. So what I will do, I have to save these changes, these two polygons that I have made, I have to save it. I'm stopping, and then I'm adding a new field, and this field is area field. Okay, and area is double. We have to choose double because it gives decimal to it, and we say okay. Okay, so once area has come, I can click on this, right click on this, and go for calculating geometry. Calculate outside area session. Okay, yes, I can do that. Let's say I want to take square meters and say okay. Yes, so in terms of area, this is the area, this is the larger pond, which is 7,791 square meter. That is its area. So this is the way I can measure area. Then let's make another. Let's another, which is, where was I? I was in this. The ponds I've created. Let me create a new one. This shape file will be a point shape file, and I will call it buildings. Okay, I will call it buildings. Then the coordinate system I have to assign, and the point will come here. Point will come here, the building point. I go for editing, start editing, continue. So it comes here, buildings. Let me mark the buildings. So where are the buildings? For example, there is this one building, right? One building, two building, three building, fourth building. There seems to be more here, five, six, seven, eight, whatever. So these points will help me. This point feature will help me mark the buildings. Okay. There seems to be a building here, 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 this as well, or whatever it is building, just keep marking it. It all has come here. So what do? I say save editing. I have to first save editing and then stop editing. Now save this. Next, let me create another. That is, now I want to create a line feature. The line feature, polyline we have to choose, and here I will call it road, right? I will call it road. Edit this. Road can also be represented in terms of polygon. That is also possible. Okay. So say okay. The road has come. Let me start editing. Start editing. Road has come there. Road. Next. Yes. So this is where the road is. What I will do, I will collect its length. I'm going slightly haphazard manner. Double click and then close it, right? So that you're ready to make maybe another. You can also find what is the length of this particular stream that you see here, no? That can also be done. Now, so I am saving it, save edit, stop editing, right clicking on this, open attributable table. Let me add a field. Here I will add length. I want to find out what is the length of this particular region. Again, I have to go for double. Double means we will get that particular value in decimal. Okay. So here, what do? Right click, calculate geometry. Yes, yes. Length, yes. In terms of meter. Okay. Then okay. Yes. All right. Done. So it's done. What is the length? It is 1 kilometer and 274 meter. That is the length. Okay. So follow this method to maybe mark everything. Let's say if you want to mark what is this total area, then you can put everything in a polygon. If you want to know what is the area of the road, in fact, then also you can put it all in a polygon. Everything can be put in a polygon. These cars you want to find out how many they are. The canopy you want to find out how many plants are there, how many trees are there. Canopy counting you can do. If you want to mark Yes, this can be done in Google Earth as well. However, on Google Earth, there is an inbuilt error of around 300 meter, which is not the case over here because you have a base map, right? We have a base map. So if we have a base map, let's say we have Maharashtra boundary. So what we can do, we can restrict this error. That is why people don't use Google Earth for marking all these regions. They cannot be imported to a map that can be later published maybe in our manuscript or in our thesis or in our project report, or even if you want to put it in some project, what is it? A poster presentation or anything such. Okay, and when it comes to Google Earth, again it has many other limitation in terms of bringing large data sets. That as well, once it comes there, you will see multiple distortions wherein you cannot georectify or geometrically correct your data. However, in ArcGIS all this can be done, and you can manage a larger area as per your requirements. For example, you want to mark your ponds on land use land cover map wherever there are ponds. So those also you will be able to mark. The area can be calculated, right? So in that sense, what did I put on because of which this has come? Yes. Okay. So for a given small region, you can find out what is the area of a given feature that you are trying to measure, and then this gives a correct representation in terms of minimal error. You can also go up to just 1 pixel error. That is, let's say if you are using Landsat, which has a resolution of 30 meter, so your Joe rectification is 1 pixel correct. That means error could be just 1 pixel or less than that. That means only 30 meters of error. If anybody visits that region, he need not search in a radius of 300 meter. In a radius of 30 meter itself, that particular feature will be found on the ground. All right, so this map that we have made is made using secondary data. However, the same, that is our own primary data, can also be put in terms of this vector data. And for the next class, we are going to analyze this particular vector data for different features, like what is the perimeter, what is the area, and how area and perimeter are related, or the other features, how they are related. So for now, I would want you all to make your own map. One, a secondary map like this, wherein you will download data from Bhukosh or Bhuvan. Bhuvan is also another site. So if you have understood Bhukosh, you will also be able to download data from Bhuvan. Besides that, you have to make yet another map using the same layout, similar layout. You have to make yet another um, map only for your data. Okay, so for your region, maybe map all the water boundaries or the city boundaries, settlement areas, mark them, put them in a polygon, mark the road, mark some buildings or maybe some features that could be represented in terms of points, maybe road intersections or some lighthouses there, some significant places like maybe schools are there or hospitals are there. Mark them, make a map like this, and then submit it as a task. I will also share task 2 and task 3 with you. I believe Adil is not there. I will share the requirements that Adil has to fulfill to obtain the certificate. All right. So let me now extract this map. So we have created the map, but we have to extract it, isn't it? So we go for export map. Okay. And here we have option whether we want to export it as JPEG or PNG or TIFF or GIF or what we want it to be exported as, even PDF. Let me export it as JPEG. I can also select what is the DPI, that is dots per inch I want. I want it to be highest resolution, that is 1000. And I'm giving it some name. Let me give it some name, that is Maharashtra Geomorphology. Okay. Naming it and I'm saving it. It will take some time. Meanwhile, let's wait until it loads. It's a huge image. 4%. Meanwhile, this gets completed. Let me tell you a story about Google Earth Maps or GPS, the constellation that was placed by Americans. It was essentially placed to precisely monitor uh, changes within their territory, maybe due to some warfare activity, right? So for that they required an accurate positioning system, for which they invented a GPS, or they placed a constellation of GPS that could not only locate their monitor changes within their territory or locate the movement of mm, their tanks or other such heavy machineries, but they could also locate the same for other countries as well. That gave them an upper hand after Second World War, in anticipation of Third World War. But later they also realized that the same technology, that is GPS, can be used even um, civil use or civilians, to maybe in the healthcare sector or in terms of monitoring land use, land cover, or resource management. That is why they then made it open for civilians as well as for the entire world, and it is free of cost. However, while they made it available for the rest of the world, they incorporated an error which ranges from 300-meter to 500-meter at places which are disputed regions. There, in fact, it extends to even tens of kilometers. This particular error is incorporated only such that this technology is not used for warfare purpose or for targeting any other nation, and in that sense. Okay, so our map is also generated. Let me go to here. Our map is saved here. Let me open it. See that? The map is made, and if we zoom in, it has a very high resolution. See that? See that? It has a very high resolution. Very high resolution map is made. Okay. Alright. So make a map like this and submit it at your task. This will be the third task. I've so far not given you second task because many of you are yet to complete that part. As in when you complete it, share it with me, and we will stop here for the day.